Next up, Addie explores the impact of one of the most famous strikes in Canadian history, which happened right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Hello, my name is Addie Bermudez, and I'm going to be talking about the biggest strike in Canadian history, and one of the biggest in North America. Did you know that 35,000 men and women were on strike in a city of 175,000? It is hard to believe that such a big strike happened right here on Portage and Main. The strike lasted from May 15th to June 26, 1919. Soldiers came back from World War I, and they could not afford the high cost of living and the price of goods. Immigrants had taken veterans' former jobs, which caused social tension. Workers went on strike because of the high cost of living, the poor working conditions, and the low wage pay. Unions were needed, and employees had to unite to protect themselves. While these workers were working, they were mentally and physically abused. They were not able to take any time off, even if it was for a funeral. If they did take time off, they'd most likely lose their jobs. If one person or a small group of people tried to stand up for themselves, they'd be fired and they would not be able to get another job. In March of 1919, the One Big Union was formed, otherwise known as the Great Fist, which represented all the unions united together. On May 1st, 1919, the first workers to go on strike were the Winnipeg building and metal workers, followed by the telephone operators, known as the Hello Girls. The strike spread from area to area, eventually shutting down Winnipeg. The unions demanded a 48-hour week, a minimum wage, and collective bargaining. Helen Armstrong was a central figure in the strike. She was head of a local branch of the Women's Labor League. Helen made the media with names like the Wild Women of the West and business manager for the Women's Union. During the strike, work in Winnipeg stopped quickly. There was no mail, streetcars, newspapers, telephones, gasoline, or milk delivery. Most restaurants, retail stores, and even barbershops closed. Canada's first major general strike was underway. The Winnipeg General Strike would last 6 weeks until it was finally brought to an end on June 21st, 1919, by the tragic event of Bloody Saturday. The riots of Bloody Saturday started when crowds tipped over a streetcar and set it on fire. The Northwest Mounted Police came charging through the crowd swinging baseball bats. This tragic event led to 2 deaths and 30 other injuries. Many people felt that the strike was a failure because they did not get what they wanted, and lots of strike leaders went to jail and others were deported back to Europe. However, in the 1920 Manitoba provincial election, Labour candidates won 11 seats. 4 of them were strike leaders. That allowed them to accomplish change in the political process. In this way, the strike became successful over a longer period of time by helping reshape the political face of Canada. Today, workers enjoy a better working environment. They have a minimum wage and more rights. Finally, how important are unions in today's society compared to 1919?
Addie joins us now to tell us a little bit more about her film. How would you compare working conditions then and now?
Well, back in 1919, the working conditions were unsanitary and they weren't able to take any time off. It was for a funeral or anything. And if they did take time off, they'd most likely lose their jobs. And nowadays, our working conditions are clean and they can take time off if they need to.
What did you learn about filmmaking?
If you're going to be doing lots of filming, it's just not a one-day job. You have to actually take time and put time into it. And
Like in the movie, in the film, you want to add music and it'll draw the audience into it. And also transitions between the pictures and videos makes it more interesting as well.
Thanks, Addie. We'll have more after this.